Hello, magandang gabi. Gabi na dito sa amin. It's already 11:10 p.m. And of course, I still have the third last word of Jesus Christ before he was nailed in the cross, which is, it's in, sabi dito, "Woman, behold your son. Behold your son, behold your mother." It's in John 19:26 to 27. I'll read it. When Jesus saw his mother there, and the disciple whom he loved standing near, he said to his mother, "Dear woman, here is your son." And to the disciple, "Here is your mother." From that time on, this disciple took her into his home. Ganun ka, bago pa man din manail sa cross si Jesus Christ, naisip pa rin niya yung mother niya. Pinagbilin niya ang nanay niya kay, I called John, I think we called John the Beloved. I think it is John the Beloved and the one who wrote the book of the Revelation. I hope I'm right, but yeah. So anyway, of course, imagine naisip pa rin yan, no? Nakakaiyak din to. Parang na-miss ko tuloy nanay ko. When my mom got sick, it was really well, actually that was 2015. She almost died kasi imagine I was here, and that was during the tax season when when I heard that my mom is in the hospital. Naku, lahat, alam mo, glory to God, and I have so many friends who prayed. Kahit friend kong Buddhist, lahat tinawag ko kasi my mom has not awakened, and we thought she's gonna die. That's the first one. And good thing my sisters are taking care of my mom. But then after that, she woke up. Siguro ilang 1 month yata na ano siya. Then meron din 2017, after we did our Italian trip, na she was diagnosed with a cancer, and sinabi nila she'll be 1 more year. They gave her 1 year, sabi. So I went home. That's the reason why I go home twice a year sa Philippines, is because of that. So, when you hear that your parents are having difficulties, it's time for you guys to either, you have to forgive if they did something bad, but still they're still your parents. And yeah, during those time, I just sat with my mom before the year she died 2023, and I was there January 2023. She was so weak already. She's on a wheelchair, and I was in the kitchen, and all we do is, "Mama, can I pray for you? Let's go pray together." And we just sat. We read. I was reading the Bible. There's nothing. I just want to sit. I just want to be beside her. So, imagine Jesus Christ, pinaghabilin niya nanay niya sa disciple niya when he's about to leave, kalaving si Jesus. So it was so nice na I know about God. I know about Jesus, how he cares for others. If he cares more of his mother, what's more to us? He really cares for us too. Para bang, feeling ko lang to sa akin lang to. During itong last word niya, para bang aalis na siya. Well, talagang kailangan he has to do that kasi to fulfill the plan of God. Na gusto ipakita siguro ni Jesus na ganun siya compassion sa atin. Ganun niya tayo kamahal. Kaya mahirap din ihinay-hinay itong ano. So, yeah, yun ang masasabi ko sa gagawin kong two last word ngayon, okay? Two last word. So, sa second, ang fourth last word is, my God, why have you forsaken me? Ayun. Matthew 27. Pupunta tayo kay Matthew. Medyo. Alam mo, medyo ano ako dito. Matthew 27. Alam mo, minsan hindi ko maintindihan yung aking sulat. Like, before anything, I always research, okay? Matthew 27. Ito. 27, verse 4 to 6. Huh? Matthew 2. Alam mo, sa totoo, punta na lang tayo kay Mark. Kasi, malabo ang pagkasulat ko. Mahirap magsulat ngayon, you know. Look. Mark. Matthew, look. Mark kasi ang pinaka. Si John ang pinaka-uli. It's in between Mark 15:34. Okay. Tagalan ako, no? 15:34. Ito yung ano na sabi niya. Sabi sa 30, and at the ninth hour, Jesus cried out in a loud voice. I don't know if I said it right. Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? Alam mo, kaya gusto ko touch based on my God, why have you forsaken me? Alam nyo, this is the one that yung time na, you know, as I grew up, you know, as I walk with God, there are times na God doesn't listen to me. Parang, even I pray, meron kasi akong bagay-bagay na hinihintay hanggang ngayon, God has not answered me. There are times na parang hindi ko siya hindi ko siya maramdaman. You know, sabi nga, I heard it sa isang pastor, sabi niya, it's okay to cry out to God and question Him. Grabe, yung problema ko, may malaki akong problema na pinag-pray naman namin. Ang dami akong prayer warriors. Pero, ba't ganon? May nangyari pa nga na instead, yun nga, we're claiming it na mawala yung pinagpipray namin na we are really seeking God's wisdom, really answered prayer to that prayer. Hindi ko marinig. Pero hanggang ngayon, I know God will, kasi sabi, I question, ang iyak ko talaga sa prayer na yun. When yung problema ko yun, I really cried out and asking God, why? Why did it happen? Why me? Why are they picking on me? I did the correct, hindi ko talaga ma-disclose talaga ito eh. I'm just so honest to do these things, but why? Why are they picking on me? But then, you know, when I receive a letter, dun sa prayer ko, hindi naman ako hindi ako natakot. Dahil, always remember, God's silence is not His absence. For now, yes, He is silence, but I know that He heard me, and I am waiting for it. I'm waiting for Him to answer that prayer. Alam niya ng aking si Manay Dina, alam nila yan. Pero I know when the time comes that God will do justice for me. I'll share that to you guys. For now, He's been so silent, but I believe He will not. Lagi ko na sinasabi, God will not forsaken me. He will not leave me nor forsake me. That is one of His promise. That's why, noong araw, when I'm just starting as a Christian, grabe ang iyak ko pag may problema ako at hindi sinasagot ng Diyos. Talagang, are you abandoning me now, Lord? Parang ganun pa. Pero nung na-experience ko yan, actually, yan yung time na na isi-share ko to sa inyo. I'm indebted. Nasa Pilipinas pa ako. Kaya nga ako nag-avail ng aking what do you call this, aking early retirement. Kasi marami akong utang. Ang dami kong utang. Ngayon, syempre, nakakuha nga ako. Kaya lang, kulang. So that time, that was a Holy Week din. Pumunta ako with my cell group sa isang island sa Quezon. I forgot the name, but anyway, naiwan pa nga ako eh. Pero doon ko nakita may mga milagro talang ginagawa ang Lord sa akin. Dinadala niya ako sa naiwan ako ng lancha. Because you have to go there in parang ferry boat or lancha. So, sabi ko, paano kaya ako? That time wala din akong pera. Yung perang dala ko lang, tama lang pamasahe ko. You know. Then nung sabi sa akin, meron pa dito sa koprahan. So, nakisakay kami. Tapos may na-meet ako na babae, na yun nga, nasa usap-usap kami, papunta kami doon. Pero hindi ko alam ang pilido ng aking cell group na taga Quezon. So anyway, dumating na ako late, so hindi ko alam kung saan ako pupunta. Sabi sa akin ng babae, matulog ka na lang sa amin. So nung time na yun, instead of talaga nung nandun ako sa kanila, nandun mga bata, maraming bata. So nakipaglaro ako sa mga bata, tapos naibigay ko sa kanila yung storya ni David and Goliath, yung mga biblical, kinikwento ko sa kanila. So nakatulog ako, bait-bait talaga nung mga yun. Tapos, kasi alam mo one thing, pag nagmi-mission work ka, pag nawawala ka, pupunta mo Christian church, doon ka matulog. So anyway, nakakatuwa din yung babaeng yun. I forgot her name. Talaga, pag-pray ko nga siya na kung ano nangyayari sa kanila ngayon. So anyway, natutuwa ako dun sa mga bata kasi yung mga bata, natutuwa sila sa akin. So nung time na the next day, papunta na, 3 days yan eh. Yan yung Holy Week nga. Alam niyo, sa totoo lang, wala na akong pera. Pumunta ako sa tindahan, binenta ko yung aking sinabi ko sa inyo, wala na akong pera. Pwede bang ibenta ko na lang yung aking relo, fossils pa nga yun. So nabili na ako, tapos may pera akong pang uwi. Pero sabi sa akin, magstay ka muna, sabi sa akin. O sige, sabi ko, magstay muna ako. So nung time na yun, talaga very ano ako, yung heart hindi ko alam kasi may kulang pa ako talaga sa utang ko. And so talaga nagpe-pray ako talaga sa Lord na parang hindi ko talaga naririnig. Hindi ko, parang bang abandon ako ng Lord. Nung time na yun, nung gabi na yon, so meron pa ako another day, no? The next day kasi wala nga lancha kasi nga Good Friday yon. So walang sasakyan. So nung mga gabi na yun, punta tayo sa plaza. Naglakad-lakad kami. Pagkalakad ko, nakita ko yung grupo ko, yung cell group ko. Malit lang naman yung island. So nagkita kami, nag-anuan kami, tapos talon kami, sabi ng mga bata, ay, nakita niya naman kasama niya. Yung parang na-miss ako ng mga bata. Anyways, in other words, yun na, nagkita kami, doon kami nag-reflect, nag-pray, talagang pray. Tapos the next, nung pagbalik ko na ng Pilipinas, pagbalik ko ng Manila, so, pagpasok ko gano'n, alam mo, pag-open ko ng door, mami ko nasa Manila. Tapos, nandun ako sa door, nagkatitigan lang kami ng mami ko. Alam mo, sabi ng mami ko, magkano? May problema ka, no? Magkano kailangan mo? Oh my gosh. Sabi ko, mami, umiyak ako talaga. Iyak ako. Grabe, iyak ko nung time na yun. Alam mo, binigyan ako ng mami ko yung kulang sa utang ko. Binigyan niya sa akin. That time, wala kayo naman kasi kinita niya noon siguro. Talagang, ang iyak ko talaga. Doon ko nakita talagang, siguro tinuturuan talaga ako ng Lord. Nung 3 days na yon sa island na yon, ang dami niyang tinuro sa akin. Para bang, nandoon ang Lord, nandoon siya. Di lang natin napapansin. Kaya kung kayo ay nakakaranas ng ganyan, mayroong teaching ang Lord sa inyo. Just dwell, just keep on believing and keep on praying to Him. Darating ang sagot sa panalangin nyo. Kaya nangyari sa akin, mangyayari din po sa inyo. Kaya kung naririnig nyo, kaya tinan mo si Jesus, sabi niya, why have you forsaken me? So God's silence is not His absence. And besides, ito habang nangyayari sa akin, nangyayari kay Jesus dito, Jesus relates to our pain. He knows our pains. Siyempre sasagot siya. Kaya lang, siyempre, tuturuan tayo ng Diyos na matiwala sa Kanya. Yun lang. So anyway, sana po ay itong 3rd and 4th last word ng Lord magiging aral sa atin. Okay, medyo mahaba ito ngayon. Okay, good night na po. Babush.